never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
Tell you what, Brian is, certainly was yesterday, the most cunning of all of them. And David Gonzalez. Gonzalez definitely putting himself in the frame for a potential world champion.
And went for it. And he said, I'm going to do the same thing in race 2. So that is why, as much as any...
Wasn't he? I mean, that's what it's about. When you're just preparing for anything to happen, you know,
that's right. But
you've just got to take advantage ride going forward. And he goes for the lead now. He overtakes Brian, under-braking it.
Zen is sitting there in 5th place rather than battling hammer and tongs at every...
He's like a fox, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he was a battle of 4 men, and he was 4th.
Into that left-hander, but how much of his drive has he sacrificed? Not too much as he maintained...
Corner with the guys ahead of him.
Well, there we go. Smart lad, smart lad. As we look back down the order then, it's Carl pushing him.
To one point round that last round yesterday.
Yeah, really, really impressive. Well, it's the lead then. Brilliant.
Yeah, and if it finishes like this, Gonzalez, Uriarte,
Benyat Fernandez, Ramadipa, Plump, Pugliese's fallen off the lead. Oh, Morelli! All about to go off well and truly. Ramadipa in the background taking charge of the chasing pack.
Pratama, then Uriarte is the cup champion, no matter what happens tomorrow. He almost lost Morelli.
Oh, that was a big moment, wasn't it? And he's still keeping it pinned. Uriarte, though, responds. 4.5 seconds of gap now. Benyat Fernandez just behind him. Pugliese, Famara into the top 10. Car pushing. Down the back straight again they come, a little bit of weaving in the background there. They're getting faster and faster, lap by lap, 144.9 this time around. Well, the 10th, Thompson 11th, Plonk, Daniel Monignane are in that group as well. And we know they've been warned about that after it got a little bit out of hand over the last couple of rounds, so they've got to keep that one. This race is absolutely on, isn't it? Morelli decides to is he doing that because maybe a wet patch?
I think Veda's got to do something different going down the back straight, and up the inside comes Morelli to take the lead.
And in check as they go full slipstream through Curvone, the fastest corner on the calendar. Now it's full brake. Caught him out and he wants somebody else to take charge or what? Yeah. I don't know. Or is he just a bit spooked and needs to gather himself?
From Brian Uriarte's 3rd is
Uriarte goes straight back.
Yeah.
Peaking and little sort of squirts of power between the corners, and they're going 3, 4 abreast, and Morelli.
Well, yeah, you know, he knows there's a few laps to go and he can afford just to follow Brian for otherwise he will struggle. He won't, down that back straight on the last lap. Right up.
Nearly clips the back wheel of Veda Pratama. You don't want to be doing that, Marco, as he slots into 4th.
A corner or two, because he's not going to get away from them, is he? No, 3 abreast behind Brian Uriarte.
Gonzalez looks up the inside, but does he go? No, he doesn't. Well, he does a little bit because Brian squirts back up the inside there.
Yeah, so any idea that Brian Uriarte was going to get to the front and run away with it, that disappeared very quickly. But Marco Morelli holds on to 2nd place ahead of Veda Pratama.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. You just can't imagine how close their wheels are to touch.
Didn't it? Because Gonzalez, Pratama, Morelli, they're well off in the blue stuff there. That
was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Well then, Leo Ramersdorfer into 9th place as well as we look back touching each other.
That's right.
It's just so extreme.
It is. Just a lap and a half remaining. Now, that's okay. They don't get penalised for going off on the blue stuff, only if they touch the green.
And the other Lennox Famara as well, the Swiss rider. This is the best we've seen from him. Really, really good stuff.
If Zemitani has anything left in his left shoulder, he's got to be careful.
Morelli really trying to make his way through on Veda Pratama. Congratulations to him for that ride, however he finishes up. This is really good as we see.
About to use it because he's got to start making a play towards the front.
Tried to outbrake him there, but Pratama cut his nose off to make sure he couldn't get through. Brian's back in the lead. Danish has gone down again, Peter, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
That'll be him down and out of the race. Curvone, they come for the penultimate time. Uriarte leads Gonzalez. He goes wide again, though. Where's Danish? Just on the back of this group. He's behind the number 32 of Ramadipa. And that's your lot from Hakim.
That's not a way to end the year. But anyway, it's on the green again. 2 things. He hasn't had a warning yet, I don't think.
The Indonesian rider who's been on some great form lately as well. He's trying to go on the inside.
Did he? Let's trust that he's absolutely okay.
There he is. He's trudging away.
But he can't afford to do that on the last lap, otherwise he's very likely to lose a place. He knows that, though. Almost looked as though they touched rear wheel there, didn't it?
I think he left a couple of tire marks on Ramadipal.
And saved him from injury. And these the Alpine Stars tech air suit surprised to see him make that mistake on the last lap. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, so Brian Arias.
Leathers there, but Danish, after an initial sluggish start, he's in the groove.
Had 2 canisters, so even after his first fall, he can get up. The thing will self-delete. A lap and a half remaining.
5 riders in the lead group, only again 8th position, trying to make his way up to 7th. Gonzalez trying to make a move on Brian Ariarte.
Inflate, ride again, and it will go off a second time if he falls off again, which of course he's just done.
3 will end up on the podium, 1 winner. This is it, the final lap of Rookies Cup. Into first again, but not quite.
Yeah, superb, nice line from Brian Ariarte there, hanging on to the advantage. He won't re-inflate the third time. Anyway, right, 5 laps to go. It's Brian Ariarte.
2025 on its way. The champion leads them over the line, but who will...
Advantage.
Morelli's made his way up into 3rd as well, ahead of Pratama, so this would be the case where...
Ate. And not quickest laps from those guys this time around. Marco Morelli.
Sign off in P1.
Put your money down. Come on, Matt.
It's going to be Veda Pratama. Ariarte does take the championship today.
Yeah, indeed. And of course, Veda knows that. Sally David Gonzalez, Mitani has passed Pratama.
Oh, Ramersdorfer and Agustama.
No, Brian has got it. I'd let you know, and I'm gonna. So he's gonna be not. He must be worried about the 2 Spaniards getting ahead now. There could.
Dinelli and Singapore all gone down. Think must have been at the same corner.
Put the money on Morelli.
Oh,
Morelli
just named 3 riders nearly.
Make a break on Morelli and make it very difficult for them. We'll see what happens.
Through Carbone, here we go on board. That is a disaster for their final race of the year. That's not what they would have wanted to.
Right, so the last lap. Up the inside comes Veda Pratama, pushing Marco Morelli back to 4th place. Sen Mitani is yet.
Board with the Indonesian, not quite as he tries to make a move through Morelli there. That is one of the brave.
Right.
Exactly. Back to the front, here we go.
Yeah, Brian Ariarte has the advantage. He's the cup winner. Hit to show his hand. Brian Ariarte leads from David Gonzalez.
How good is their run onto this places to do it on the calendar? Look at that! Oh wow, but it's such a play.
He's the man to beat, and it's Marco Morelli who's trying to do just that.
Little short straight down here, down to turn 8. Big overtaking opportunity coming up. David Gonzalez is going to go for it. Pleasure to watch Veda Pratama ride, and Morelli fights straight back at him. Tries to stand him up in the middle of...
Just 3.5 laps
Morelli
remaining.
Looking up the inside, guarding his line. Veda needs the slipstream to try and catch him back up.
But Brian Ariarte has it. Up the inside comes David
At the corner as well. Absolutely brilliant.
rubbing paint off each other.